Let's see if we are in fact live yet.
YouTube, check recommended.
It's not saying that we're live, which is weird.
That is weird.
Okay, now that's showing that it's live, but let's see. Is it now live?
Still says upcoming for me.
Okay, so now there's an ad playing.
Oh, I think it is. It is. We're good.
Alright, awesome. Alright, hello everyone. Ace here. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm joined today with returning guest Alpharius.
Hello.
Hello, Alpharius. And today we are back with some more Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. Specifically Saber for Hire, so the Saber for Hire comic book series. Aura says, starts trying to summon the Cenobites of Star Wars. It'll be less painful than the High Republic. It is alive, and which is what I don't want to be when the High Republic is on schedule. I feel your pain. Speaking of High Republic, Acolyte, which is set in the High Republic era.
Oh, I wondered what that show, when that show was.
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah.
keeping up with it.
Oh boy, it is quickly becoming cringe. Well, it started out cringe, and it's only gotten worse. People are saying... So some of the things that have... Okay, so the plot kicked off because this one person managed to kill a Jedi, and it turned out this person is the identical twin of another person. And just because there was a single witness who saw the whole thing that has come forward, they now suspect the twin as being the murderer, despite being halfway across the galaxy at the time the murder was committed. No DNA evidence, no holotape evidence or anything like that. Just, a single witness. Uro says the Acolyte is the greatest achievement ever sculpted on Turdite. So that is how the show started. That was the hook that was supposed to draw you in.
Okay.
There's a bit in the second episode where the evil twin tries to kill a Jedi that happens to, I guess, be meditating for a full decade. So he's just sitting there floating in the air, and she's repeatedly trying to punch and stab him to absolutely no effect. It is unintentionally hilarious to watch.
Hey.
It's supposed to be an epic scene or whatever. It ends up coming across as her looking like an incompetent idiot. Losing to a dude that's just sitting there menacingly.
Oh, that's what that scene was. I saw clips of it. Oh my god. That is golden. That is.
We get also such wonderful dialogue as "attack me with all your strength" as she gets into her best Tai Chi pose. Or says the only hook the Acolyte has is the kind you'd find in a butcher's shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's episode 3, which is also pure concentrated cringe, where you have a bunch of witches chanting a specific chant that sounds like... It sounds like a bunch of leftists trying to put a hex on Donald Trump, is what it sounds like.
So that's what that was. I remember seeing that clip, just no context at all.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many!
Oh, God. What were they thinking when they weren't.
It's High Republic. So.
Yeah, they aren't thinking. That's giving them far too much credit.
Speaking of not thinking, Kevin Scott is the writer of this particular comic.
Oh no. I guess
Rose
it
says
could
the
be
witches are
worse.
chanting lesbian, lesbian, lesbian. Oh yeah, since we're on the topic of political correctness, the Jedi Master that's just sitting there menacingly, who also is the way that he is killed, ultimately, spoiler alert, is that the evil twin just drops a bottle of potion in front of him and he immediately drinks it.
No, I had a bad day. I think I'm going to kill myself.
What?
Oh god, I'm trying to make the South Park joke about Japanese people. Okay, one of them. Who knows? Maybe he got a personal insight from the Force into the head of the writers and decided living wasn't worth it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Ura says, also, hi, Nico. Welcome to the game. The neuron losing brain.
Oh, hey, Nico. Been a while.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Acolyte manages to top itself yet again, which I'm sure it will manage to accomplish. And it'll also be interesting to see how the Star Wars Eclipse video game finally manages to outdo everything in that regard.
Oh, it's a video game now.
Yes, there is a video
Is it
game.
going to be High Republic?
Yes.
Oh my god. They're trying to establish some kind of old lore, like what before Disney, but they're just fumbling at every step.
Yes, they are.
It's like, what was the first piece of Star Wars lore that originated the ancient times of the Republic before Disney? Was it KOTOR?
I think KOTOR is pretty much, well, as far as back as most people are aware, so that's a good place to start.
Yeah, they're trying to make their own KOTOR time period, but failing hilariously.
Yes. So, Star Wars The High Republic Adventures, Chapter 2, Seekers. Written by Kevin Scott. Let's see how many people had to read the script of this comic before it went public. So we've got Kevin Scott, we've got the two letterers there, so that's 3 people. We got the editor, 4, assistant editors, 5 and 6. We've got a senior editor, 7, associate editor, 8. And then we have 3 people from the Lucasfilm Story Group, so 9, 10, and 11. 11 people made or read this comic script before it went public. Nathan X2000 says, put a chick in it and make her force sensitive.
You know, I wonder, would these comics be any less shit if there was only one person making them, or would they be even more terrible? That is the question.
Yeah. Speaking of which, speaking of terrible writing, Homeworld 3.
Oh no.
The plot of it. Apparently, Homeworld 3 had 14 people listed as writers for the plot.
You don't do that. You don't do that. How are you supposed to have a coherent story? That sounds like it'd be schizophrenic from the outset.
Yeah, the punchline is you can tell that one of the few original staff that's remaining is based as hell and knew exactly the sort of shitstorm was going on with that game, because apparently in the game's manual or so, the only actual writer, the only writer that actually knows what the hell they're doing, basically just did a scathing commentary on the entire game by saying that HR wanted them to put on a human face.
Oh my god.
He wrote this as an in-universe character, explaining why you see this character's face so often.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Whenever I hear an HR department say put on a human face, I imagine that HR person as a T-1000, literally putting on someone's face.
Hey, I mean, it adds up, doesn't it? Oh, God.
We need to terminate all the HR departments.
The world would be a better place. And there would be millions of women out of jobs. But ignore that part.
Different kind of terminated.
Yeah!
Let us actually get into the actual comic 15 minutes into our stream.
Damn, and I thought I could distract you long enough to where you wouldn't need to talk about it.
Star Wars The High Republic, Saber for Hire Tai York, is diverted from her lucrative job hunting monsters in the Nihil Occlusion Zone to answer a distress call from the planet Temerance. Nihil raiding parties are abducting children with Force abilities. Can Tai stop them before they are lost forever? Meanwhile, elsewhere in Nihil space, Chancellor So's teenage son is exploring a distant paradise with his boyfriend Jean-Lorraine. Little does Kip So know that the Nihil have discovered their location and are closing in.
This dumb bastard thought it would be a great idea to go on a honeymoon with his boyfriend in the middle of Afghanistan. They were not haram. No, they were not halal, that's it. I mixed those two up consistently.
They were absolutely haram.
Yeah! Oh, God.
Alaris Prime, a lifetime ago. Okay, already the writing, just how long ago, is pissing me off.
Yeah, a lifetime ago. Yeah, what species lifetime, jackass?
Which species lifetime? In relation to when?
Exactly.
You are ready. Alright, let me, I guess, voice this first character here. But first off, let me read some of the comments so we don't have to, so we can save ourselves a few seconds before getting into it. Nico says, put another gay, diverse woman in it. Make it more fucking dark side. Or says, you know something? I think we all, those that read this crap are coming to realize Palpatine definitely did nothing wrong. We should join the Empire forces.
I would absolutely join the Legend Stormtroopers. Sorry, I mean the canon version of Stormtroopers.
Here's my question. Do the canon Stormtroopers still get the Join the Empire Today recruiting song? From Star Wars Connect?
I've never heard that.
Okay, they took the YMCA song.
No!
And turned it into Join the Empire Today. You know, from Star Wars Connect, the game where you can do a dance-off against the Emperor and win the throne of the Galactic Empire by just out-dancing him.
I see. The best form of government.
Winter's King says, what did I miss? We were talking about Star Wars Acolyte and how many writers on this, as well as a little bit of course, Homeworld 3. And so we are just actually getting into the actual plot of this comic, so not much.
Indeed.
Winter's King says, I have always been a Sith Acolyte. Alright. Alright, so I'll voice the first character on the right here. Are you ready, Tylera?
No.
Then we will begin anyway.
Will it hurt, Master Sibaba?
Of course not. But it will be like nothing you've experienced before. Two minds united in the Force. Reach out with your mind. Search for my thoughts as I search for yours. Are they doing a mind meld from fucking Star Trek?
Apparently!
When have we ever seen a mind meld from Star Trek be used in Star Wars?
I don't know!
You remember, have you ever seen those memes made to piss off fans? Where they'll have Gandalf there and it says, "Use the Force, Luke, Captain Spock." That's what this fucking feels like right now.
Oh, God. Fucking love those memes.
That is exactly what this feels like right now. But when you put it into official canon, it becomes fucking awful.
Yeah, that... Oh, God.
Nico is actually singing the Empire Today song. Winner's King says, Ace, have you ever seen Dudu's films, Imperial Propaganda, and YouTube here? They're pretty amazing mashups with audio from the old Republic games and awesome music. Okay. I'm actually curious. I might have to have a look. Ura says, if this new canon has told us anything, is that there are Sith at least are sincere. Imagine that. The Sith are sincere. Holy shit, you know your universe has problems then.
Yeah.
At least when compared to these Jedi.
Oh, God.
Winter's King says, I mean dance is fueled by passion, as are the Sith.
Makes sense to me.
So that means the Jedi that you're playing as in Connect, who wins the Galactic Empire's throne through a dance-off, has become more Sith than Emperor Palpatine.
Makes sense. Oh, God.
It's a bit old now, but it's still good, says Winter's King. He's not talking about Star Wars Connect. He's talking about something else for the record. So let's continue with this cringe.
Master, I can see your memories, like dreams, half forgotten. The day you took me as a Padawan, and before that...
When I trained as an apprentice to Master Corran.
Your dialogue first or mine?
A bond that will never be broken, Tylera. Together in the Force.
It's amazing to see what you saw, feel what you felt. I think we read that in the wrong order.
That's okay. For all time. Timorance, the Nihil Occlusion Zone now.
So who should voice who?
Well, you were voicing Ty from earlier, so you can voice her now.
Alright.
I love how a lifetime ago is just her as an apprentice maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10, 20 years ago. I don't... Like, does her species live 200 years or something? And it's actually been 200 years, or... I don't get it. Anything on the scope, Chloe?
Nothing, I'm afraid, Ty. Of course, there is a chance the Nihils have already left the planet. That's okay, Kayla. We can do it the old-fashioned way. I'll scout north while you cover the south.
Yeah, that's not happening.
But we'll cover more ground.
Druin, I already have a bunch of frightened children to find. The last thing I need is babysit you.
Babysit? Ty, you don't have to worry about me. I can help.
And you will. by helping Rover repair the ship.
The Rancor Rider.
The what now?
I told you, the ship needs a name. Something to inspire confidence, to attract business. You know, kind of like that one dude who named his vessel the Vessel.
I forgot about that! Oh, and don't forget Geode the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. This was all a mistake.
Or it says that fucking angry Teletubby face.
I think he's right.
Also, there is no mind bleach strong enough to ever forget the things we have seen, like the Mother Trucking Galactic Bake Off. Yes, I remember the Galactic Bake Off. Thank you for reminding me again.
Fuck you!
Winter's King says the dance-off is clearly an ancient Sith ritual, where one must assert their dominance over the other Sith by having the sickest moves.
Makes sense.
Yes, which is why we were able to absolutely curb stomp Darth Vader in the dance-off, because he kept doing the C-3PO.
Listen, I don't think his asthmatic ass could go any longer. Shall we continue?
Oh wait, there's some more gold here with the comments. Winter's King says, wait, so he literally offers to split up and then she objects because she'd have to babysit him. That doesn't make sense. Yes, that doesn't make sense.
What the fuck? No, it doesn't.
In hindsight, Disney may have been a mistake. Correct. Aura says, can we forget about the naming convention in this comic? It's all heard, every single one of them. Well, I'd love to forget, but as you've said, no, there is no mind bleach out there strong enough to forget.
True.
Nico says, imagine if these writers wrote a Jedi versus Sith debate. You'd have Jedi Master Bidio against Darth Orangus.
Oh, God. Shall we continue?
So we decided. I had absolutely no part in this. So Rover and I decided it's the Rancor Rider, and that's final.
We already have a name that inspires confidence.
Let me guess, Ty York, Monster Hunter, Saber for flipping higher. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, oh great one, but somehow that doesn't inspire confidence in me. Especially when you treat me like a Griffin droid. Well, maybe you shouldn't act like such a basic bitch all the time.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, that was uncalled for. Sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo. Druin, this isn't what you promised me, KLO. You said Ty needed me. You said this would be good for both of us. Nothing about this feels good. Nothing at all. My thoughts on this comic book series in a nutshell. Nothing feels good at all. Now, what are you doing? Checking comm frequencies. Bleep. I told you there's been no mention of the Nihil, not since their last raid. Not down here, but I bet there's plenty of talk off-world. If Ty won't take me on a mission, I'll find one on my own. Vroom. Urgency! Emergency! To anyone who can hear my voice. Nahil, raiding our settlement, need assistance. Please hurry. Shh.
Wait. So how long ago was that last scene? Because they just said there's nobody on the radio.
That scene was exactly 1 page ago. Oh my god!
What? A page! It didn't last a page! They just...
I need to see how many panels this was at this point.
1!
Yes, pretty much. I fucking hate that.
This is made by a bunch of schizophrenics. They do one thing in one panel and then immediately skip to something in another. I think they're trying to say that time's passed, but they forgot to make any fucking mention of it other than the color.
Or it says, let me read some of the comments, get the stupidity out of my mind here for a moment. Nico says, imagine if these writers were... Okay. Ura says, oh, so it hurts when I do remind you guys of the bake-off, because you have done it to me a good dozen times, just saying.
And I don't regret a second of it.
Ura says, no, we treat the droids like people. You are a furry. You are people. Ura says, well, the Teletubby did speak one absolute truth. This doesn't feel good. In fact, it feels like dying. I do hope it is just the comic and not our brains. Winter's King says, the big flaw with the portrayals of the Jedi is to neglect the whole Knight part of the Jedi and focus too much on the mystic part. They make them seem weird and completely disconnected from the universe.
Exactly, they're like knights mixed with monks.
So,
that's the way I can put it.
So they're kind of like the Knights Templar.
Yes, actually, that's the pretty good way to put it.
To be fair, the Knights Templar had some really weird rules. Yeah, in the order, so.
Fair enough.
They were very stringent on also enforcing the rules, unlike some monks in the medieval times. Like, here's a good example. In the medieval times, when they were at dinner eating, the monks weren't supposed to actually talk. So to get around this, they just developed a sign language that they used to communicate with each other.
Okay.
The Templars did not ever do that. They were far more strict on the enforcement. Another thing is the church would a lot of monks that were technically following the rules, but not really, they weren't supposed to eat meat. So then but instead fish was allowed. So they would start declaring all kinds of fish. For example, beavers were legally considered fish at the time because they came from water.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard worse recently.
Or certain types of birds that were known for being mostly at flying over the sea would technically be considered fish.
Okay, they're stretching it with that one.
Lots of stuff like that. Oro says you can't keep your plot straight. Let me read this proper. Oro says you cannot keep your fucking plot straight for 1 page. No, they can't. Winter's King says, I'm beginning to think they're just contracting themselves for the lulz now. It's like bad millennials internet humor, just totally schizophrenic. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. I would argue, though, that the cringiest of millennial humor was turning everything into a dance-off for no explicable reason. Winter's King says they're more like Knights Hospital. I suppose. Then again, the thing is with the Templars, they were also wiped out by the authorities. So that's another thing they have in common with the Jedi Order.
Oh. Yeah, when you mention that.
Compare that to High Republic Jedi, which could be better compared to the Knights of the Teutonic Order.
Oh.
And more specifically, what they were doing to the Lithuanians.
Yeah. 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 Shall we continue?
Yes, we shall. Unfortunately. Thum. Ride the storm. Okay, I've been making fun of how shit the artwork can get in High Republic Adventures. However, it's clear whoever did the artistry does not want to draw this many characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because holy shit, this is not good.
Wait. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm actually curious to see if they've copied any of the characters. It looks like they have traced a few of them over. Yep, they actually traced two of them over who are side by side there. Just below the... Okay, so the top pillar there, on the top platform, the left one in the middle, if you look just below it, you can see two characters that have been basically traced over. You can see two more further to the left here. Let's see. There's two more to the right, on the just below the right pillar, middle right pillar there.
Oh my god!
They managed to mirror image a couple. Wait, they reused one character, I guess, 3 different times because you got them there, and then they mirrored them there.
We are actually gonna Oh my god.
Holy fucking shit.
Hey, so I'll be honest, if we analyzed this scene any harder, we'd be here for another fucking hour.
Yes.
Ugh.
Winter's King says, fun fact about the Templars, recently revealed documents prove they were innocent of the charges against them, according to the church's independent investigation. To be fair, I'm pretty sure that most of the charges that the Jedi Order faced, they'd probably be innocent of.
Yeah. That is if you don't count ancient ones from this time period.
Yes. Aura says, Ace, no one wants to draw any characters in the High Republic. At least that much I can respect.
I can't even fault the artist for not giving a fuck anymore. If I were an artist, my soul would have broken if I actually put effort into each and every single one of these fucking comics.
Come here, you. Wait a second. Just because this kid is from the same species as her Jedi Master, it immediately makes her think of her Jedi Master.
Wow, you think they all look the same, lady? Wow. Wow.
That's actually spicy the moment you think about it. Imagine if this logic was applied in the real world.
God.
Imagine seeing some random black kid getting bullied at school or just in the street, and it immediately makes you think of your college professor who just so happens to be black.
Oh my god!
That's probably, the sad part is, that's probably how these progressives actually view the world.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
they see that in the street and they immediately think of their feminist dance theory teacher.
Hey, Squid, you must hurry.
Ura says the woman is racist. It is positive racism. Everyone is fucking racist.
Oh.
Winter's King says, fun fact about the Templars recently... Oh, yeah. Okay, I already read that. Little grub. Dude, who the fuck lets themselves get bit on the hand like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just...
Gotcha! What? Oh, Kark.
Guess I'll die.
Vroom. You got one line there.
Oh. Run.
I'm now reminded of the run meme. Thanks, comic.
God.
The kid isn't going anywhere, Jay.
I was talking to you.
Who the fuck puts their leg up like that when they've got their lightsaber fucking out?
Right?
Imagine trying to swing your own lightsaber and instead accidentally cutting your own fucking leg off because in your stupidity you decided to do the kick while also trying to stab the dude at the exact same time.
No, but it looks cool though. Ah.
Nico says, I'll give High Republic this. It's a great way to learn what not to do in drawing. Quite valuable as I'm going to learn comic drawing.
Yes.
Nico, weren't you also the one that you showed this to a friend of yours that's actually into artwork or one of these videos in showing off the artwork to one of your friends who's actually into drawing art, and he cringed and started nitpicking everything about it?
Nico, you sick fuck. Why would you do that to someone?
Ura says they think it is cute and epic when they do these poses and shit. You know what? Why they aren't? Because they are in these shit comics. Well, that's one reason. It's not the only reason, but it's definitely among them. Winter's King says, when people that have never seen it, been in a real fight, try to draw fights, facepalm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. This is it. It's perfect. Bro, have you... So, you mean to tell me this idiot switched the communication to a different channel and completely missed out the emergency communication that immediately happened right after he switched? Is that the dumb fuckery that is going on here?
Fuck! That's actually what happened. Holy shit. We need to hurry. We need to get through this. Oh.
Okay, let me read. Nico says yes, as in yes, that he did show this to his buddy that was in art. If this is the kind of artwork that was getting rejected, I'm starting to understand the Austrian or the Vienna art school standards.
Yes, definitely. To be fair, I don't think they turn down anybody anymore. I think it's law that they can't.
Which is why we have shit like this in High Republic.
I think so.
Kevin Scott is the artist from Vienna. They failed to fail.
Oh, God. Shall we continue?
Yes, let's continue the pain. This is it. It's perfect. No, it's not. What in the Maker's name are you talking about? Yes, what in Cavan Scott's name are you talking about there, dude? Listen.
Oh, where's this guy? Are you sure that it's him, Tom?
100% according to my informant. Chancellor Saul's brat is on Ibton, deep within the occlusion zone. No gods, no Jedi. Just think of the ransom, Carnos. We might even make Tempest runners. They really are despicable. I mean, if you are the relative of a famous diplomat, such as a famous politician, like, say, the fucking Chancellor, and you decide to go to an active war zone with people who hate you, what the fuck do you think is going to happen?
I don't think they went there for a vacation or anything. I think they've just been stuck there for a year. I just read that in the next line.
Okay, yes, they were stuck there. Well, they were there for a vacation. It's just they decided to make their vacation last a whole fucking year.
Could they get out?
Did they what now?
Could they even get out, though?
Not anymore, because they started their vacation, just in an area where the Nihil are not too far away from, because they thought it would be a good idea for a vacation, I guess. And then they decided to stay there for a whole year on vacation, out in the wilds.
God.
And of their own volition. And then they go to the nearest village and discover, hey, we've been behind enemy lines for a whole fucking year. We never knew. So they never even visited even the smallest of villages to find out that where they could have potentially found out that information.
God.
In that whole year. Yeah, that writing is that's already cringe. But point is, it's still
so stupid.
It'd be like deciding it'd be like in 2022 deciding you're going to visit Ukraine for a whole fucking year, despite all the shit despite all the shit that was happening even then between Russia and Ukraine, and then it's finding out to your surprise that the Russians have invaded.
God. Ugh. Alright. Let's keep going.
Alright. It's right here on Republic Channels. Wait a fucking second! That is not how this works in the established Disney canon, because we're not allowed to have transmissions like this go through from behind the occlusion zone.
Maybe it's just what happened to the Republic channels inside the occlusion zone?
But these people are supposed to be... But here's the thing, they're supposed to be stuck within the occlusion zone here. They're supposed to be stuck behind the storm wall, meaning they're not supposed to be able to actually receive messages from the Republic at this point.
Well, no, I think they're saying that that message from the two people is on the Republic network,
which they can't access because they're behind the storm wall.
Yeah, I see what the problem is.
Yeah. I found a plot hole, nurse!
Make it stop!
It's right here on Republic Channels. Kipso has been missing for a year, along with John Lauren of Valo. What the fuck is that face in the next panel?
My wife's boyfriend just got me a Switch!
I hate the fact that it fits. Imagine what rescuing the Chancellor's son will do for our rep. It'll put the Rancor Rider on the map, KLO. On the map. What do you think I'm doing, Rover? Not even Ty can say no to this. Please.
No, Druin! Sorry, I went to the next panel immediately.
She says no immediately. While in the middle of a fucking fight. Holy shit. Did he just call her up, not notice the battle going on in the background?
Fucking apparently.
Hey Ty, I got good news. I just found out about this great little job we can do. And why is there lightsabers going off in the background? It doesn't matter. Anyways, what we can do is imagine having that voice in your ear constantly while you're trying to do a fucking battle in a life or death situation.
You're dead for sure. No, you die. Ain't no two ways about it. You're dead. No, Druin. Absolutely not.
But Master...
This isn't a matter for debate. Rescuing the Chancellor's son is a job for the Jedi. And for the very last time, we are not Jedi.
Have you seen what High Republic Jedi act like these days? Actually, I'd take that back. These characters are too nice to be High Republic Jedi.
True.
Ty, I really think...
I don't want you to think, Drew. I want you to do what you are told. The Nihil are on the retreat, and I still don't have eyes on the kids yet. I can't let them get away.
Go!
Tie out.
Go!
Griff. I can buy Sheet Force. Somebody could force jump on there.
Yeah, I could buy that. Vade's teeth! Cloud Leader, the ship has been breached. Do you hear me? She's on board! Zoo.
And there I was, hoping to go for stealth. Guess I'll have to break a few more heads. Finally! I'm coming! I'm... here.
Get me down! Get me down!
Please. Me. Can't.
In! Little Force Witch!
Hey, some of my best friends are witches!
Oh my god! The dialogue in this comic.
Who the fuck wrote that? Who the fuck wrote that?
Kevin Scott.
Yeah, I guess enough people found that funny in the editor's room.
All 14 of them. Is she okay?
Just exhausted. Using the Force can take it out of you, especially when you're only a kid. Not a kid. I'm sick. Then you have my apologies, old-timer. Heard stories about the Jedi. They come for people like me. Enough chit-chat. We need to get off this death trap, ideally before it breaks the atmosphere. someone left a big hole in the hole.
Gee, I wonder who that could be!
Seekers. That's what they're called. Your master became a seeker when you ran away. A master with many eyes. Why'd you run away, Ty? Why'd you run away? Maybe stay out of my head, kid.
What are you doing here? Where's the cloud leader? Aye.
Sorry, he can't come to the farm right now.
Pew.
I'm sorry.
You shot the droid!
I did.
You shot the droid who was flying the ship!
No, I guess that makes enough sense in this scene.
At least we know she's a pilot, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Wondered if anyone would notice that. Hold on to something!
Are we going to crash?
If I said no, would you shut up?
You cannot be fucking serious.
Everyone died. The end.
Please, let that be the end.
Fuck!
She just inexplicably survives with all of them and is immediately able to walk away from this.
Fuck.
Ty York?
Promised to get the ankle biters home, didn't I? Sorry about your trees.
Ian, you found her.
Take care of this one, yeah? She's special. More than you know.
Wait, we need to pay you.
It's on the house. Just don't tell anyone. Oh, there are some kids from the Osler community mixed up with yours. You can get them back to the Lennox, right? Always running. Never from monsters. Only from herself. The house. On the house! Must be going soft. KLO's going to kill me when I get back. Rover? On! The ship! This... Drogan!
Don't take this out of Rover. He tried to stop me. So did KLO for that matter, but I couldn't exactly throw her off the ship. I know what you said about the mission, but you were wrong.
Please tell me he hasn't done what I think he's done.
We can be more than you think we are. I can be more. I'm gonna find the Chancellor's son. Save him from the Nahil. Maybe then you'll take me seriously. Maybe then you'll believe in me. To be continued.
It's over! It's finally over!
For now. I was hoping that this would actually be not as painful as the other High Republic comics.
It's a middling to schizophrenic review from me.
Yeah. Let me get a few moments to actually get my brain working right by reading some of the comments here. Okay. Uru says 40 minutes, less than half the comic read, more than half of Ace and Alpharius trying to commit self-deletion. At least Alpharius has spares, but Ace is screwed. Winter's King says Ace, thinking it isn't something any of these people are capable of. Yeah, that's true.
So it would seem.
Or says, they were in what I dubbed Broken Back Mountain. Yeah, I remember that. Winter's King says Ace is referencing the gay honeymoon, I remember. Whereas says Ace, they couldn't keep their own story straight from one panel to the next because it was different page altogether and it fried their brains. Do you think they'd remember that the Stormwall does X?
Oh, God.
Ura says, jokes are so funny I am developing kidney stones. Ura says, that smile would give me nightmares. Yeah, that one. I was thinking that too, and it's the one on page...
The soy face smile, right?
22, I think, is that smile he's referring to.
Yeah, that's nightmare-inducing smile. Yeah, fuck that.
Oro says, people like me, oh my god, thinking about Christian jokes, the priest will come for you, young one. Oro says, no child, we crashed and burned a long time ago. That's the happy ending. They crash and it immediately comes to...
What a... There's just a comic panel missing between them getting out of the fiery heap of the ship.
That seems to be a reoccurring theme for the record when it comes to High Republic comics. It's still not as egregious.
Missing.
It's not as egregious as that one page from High Republic Adventures where one of the characters kamikazes into a fucking tower and then is just immediately find the very next page.
I was there. That shit was holy shit, that was wild.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ura says, after reading these comics, yeah, we don't buy them. You pay us to read the shit, and even then we are the ones losing. Yes! Technically, I am making money reading these comics.
Not enough.
No. Is this the worst comic I have read that is High Republic related? No.
Yeah, same here. This definitely ain't the worst. That title still goes to... What was the first series of High Republic comics called? The ones that, from the very beginning, back in 2022, was it?
I think it's 2021. But it was but you had the original High Republic, then you had Adventures.
Which was the one with the girl who was trained by a Jedi but wasn't actually one? That was the one. That was the worst series. That was the worst series.
I don't know. Shadows of Starlight is that just came out not too long ago and just did the whole thing. That one is especially atrocious.
Which one's that again? I can't keep track of all these.
The one where they race swapped a character 3 different times in 3 different issues.
Alpharius, that's right. Him.
The one where they had the main villain sitting on his ass for 4 months.
Fuck.
The same one where the Jedi Order just abandons people on Starlight Beacon, including survivors.
Oh, yeah. The one where they got the I know the one you're talking about now, yeah. The one where they gave the woman the promotion to Master in like less than a year because she stayed quiet about their little fuck up.
Well, it's actually a dude. I think.
Fuck, you're right! Oh my god, yeah, it is a dude. Holy shit.
And this person started as a Padawan to Master in less than a year.
Good hush money Jedi gives.
Oh, and also it's the same series where Yoda decided to team up with the Darkseid user, who then destroyed an entire city.
Immediately betrayed him.
And killed an entire city in the process.
Ah. I mean, how could he have saw that one coming? Dark side users have never done anything like that before.
So yeah, I'm of the opinion that one might actually outdo the original High Republic Adventures.
I don't know. They're fighting pretty close in my head. I'll give them that.
Then of course there's the one that we keep talking about as much as we hate it.
Oh, which one again? Like I said, I don't
The
remember
Galactic
the name.
Bake Off Spectacular.
God!
You asked me.
I did. That's my fault.
Winners King says, Alpharius, are you and Ace okay? Thank you all for reading this garbage so we can mock us. We can all mock it together. So wait, all Anakin had to do to become a master was no compromising secrets about Yoda and Mace Windu? Apparently!
Apparently. He just had to find out about Yoda's ketamine addiction and then not say anything about it.
All he had to do was find out about the tale of Baby Yoda. And he would have had all the goods he needed.
Oh, God. What's the story with that thing anyways? Have we ever even expanded on why it exists?
I don't know. Ura says Alpharius committed an oopsie. So yeah, is this the worst... is Saber for Hire the worst comic book series in Star Wars?
Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot.
Not even close. Is it a painful, atrocious read? Yes.
You bet your ass.
Is it as bad as Star Wars Acolyte? I honestly don't know. Acolyte has some really fucking stupid stuff. So does this.
Yeah. Can't wait till Acolyte to finish so we have a full recollection of all the stupid shit it does. It's gonna be great.
Even the artwork in this is shit, but it's not as shit as High Republic Adventures, especially recent High Republic. Have you seen what the latest High Republic Adventures comic looked like, the issue?
No, I don't think I did.
Holy... Okay.
Which one of your shorts is,
it's not even a shorts. I just made it a video showing off some of the artwork. Actually, wait. So... instead of doing that, what I'm going to do also, since we need to at this stage, is show the comments. See who all's... There's no comments. There's no comments on this comic here.
Oh my god.
Make sure that this isn't... Yeah, there's no comments. Absolutely everyone is fucking done with this thing. All right.
Oh my god.
What?
I just found the video.
Yes. Now, admittedly, they're from two different issues from High Republic Adventures in that, but...
I recognize
Maybe
some of those.
three.
Those are some old ones, aren't they?
No, they're not. Well, it might be... No, they're all from the current series. So Phase 3. They're all Phase 3.
Holy fuck.
But I actually realized after I made that I missed one. So I'm going to go ahead and just look it up.
Oh.
Just to show the pain that I have to deal with. And also, they released a brand new issue of High Republic Phase 3 on this just the other day. Alright, we need to look at page 10 of High Republic Adventures, issue 6.
Let's give her a look, see.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to do the troll face meme, is what they're trying to do with this. You know, a meme that's been dead for over a decade, basically.
Fucking sweat lines on the woman's face. What the fuck?
Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of that.
What the fuck were they doing?
But it's not even the sweat lines, it's the face that her lover is making at her.
Oh yeah, that's fucking terrible too. It's all so bad.
Indeed it is.
God, that's... It's impressive how terrible it is. That's... It takes effort to make something that bad.
Yeah, it's not even the worst image in the entire comic issue.
And me.
But it is one of the ones that stuck out for how god-awful it was. So yeah.
Well... I guess that's it.
Or it says, by the way, the Acolyte, not even pirated people want. There's not even torrents available because no one wants to pirate it to watch it.
Oh my Christ.
If that's what Oris is telling us, then that is beautiful. Disney has solved the piracy problem. Just make something so absolutely atrocious that nobody wants to watch it.
Brilliant. Alright.
Winter's King says, Alpharius, you don't want to know what the fuck they were doing. Alright, so I think we're at a good spot to go ahead and call it. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Alpharius?
Nothing I can think of.
And I think I'm in a good spot to go ahead and call it myself. So, yeah, this has been Ace, and thank you again for being on, Alpharius.
Happy to be here.
And we both hope to see you all again soon. Until then, take care. Ace out.